welcome back to Dozen Cats. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend wherever you may be in the world. This is the weekly wellness reading for the week of February 27th through to March the 5th of 2023. We're going to be using a spread from the Green Witch Oracle. I like this spread. It's quite informative, quite helpful. It is the Garden Shed spread. So I've got a host of oracle cards here in front of me. I chose the color green because it is my sister's favorite color, as well as my mother's. And as most of you know, my sister has had some health issues as of late. So she woke up a couple of weeks ago on a Wednesday morning feeling pain in her chest and having difficulty breathing. And she thought maybe she just pulled a muscle because she is very active. She does like boot camp yoga and all these kinds of things. And not boot camp yoga, sorry, boot camp fitness and yoga and other such things. So she pushed through, and on Friday it became unbearable. She took herself to the doctor, which then led her to the ER, the emergency room. And from that point, she was admitted to the hospital with a collapsed lung. She did not respond to treatment as they would have hoped, meaning that the damaged lung would not hold the inflation. And so it was recommended that she have surgery. She was then transferred to another hospital where they would perform the surgery. And she sat there for 2 days, prepped for surgery, and they did not do it. Finally, on Saturday, they did her surgery. The doctor said that, she did well. So now she is in recovery, and hopefully she will be released soon, so she can go home where she's comfortable and sort of start, the other side of this process, which would be the healing process. I want to say thank you to all of you for your kindness, your love, your support, your prayers, your healing energy. I am blown away by the amount of support that this community offered myself, my sister, my family. I am so grateful and so appreciative. You really touched my heart as well as my family's heart, and I thank you so very much for that. So with that being said, I also want to say thank you for your patience, because my readings have not been consistent the last little while. With the new puppy and what my sister's been going through, it's been a lot, been a little bit chaotic, but hopefully we're back on track now. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So thank you to all the new subscribers to the channel. Thank you to all my existing subscribers. We are well on our way to 1,000. Yippee, so excited. Personal milestone that I have set for myself. So if you think that there's content here at Dozen Cats that someone else would benefit from, please do share it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. And of course, comments are greatly appreciated, because I love to interact with you in the comment section. So we do this reading every Monday morning. It comes out. This is weekly wellness. This is to provide us some gentle guidance, some sort of food for thought, something to help us as we navigate throughout the week. Sometimes there's a topic. Sometimes I let spirit guide the topic. And today we're going to let spirit sort of guide us in the direction that spirit feels we need to be guided into. So with that being said, we're doing, as I said, the garden spread from the Green Witch Oracle. So we need 5 cards. I'm going to start out with the Sacred Forest Oracle for our first card. While I shuffle these up, I just want to tell you a few things that's going on. So Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll be on the Soul Sisters as a guest. Sonia is off, and so EQ has asked myself and some other people to join her. So I'm very excited about that. I don't have much planned. Purposefully, I didn't plan a whole lot because I don't know, what was happening with my sister. But of course, I'm sure that will change. What else? Oh, yes, Sunday Connections. So the Sunday Connections show was started a long time ago, many months back, normally always at 3 p.m. Eastern. And that time just doesn't really suit my schedule, so I'm changing that. So stay tuned. There'll still be a show on Sundays. It'll just be much later in the day, like maybe 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So make sure that you've got your bell notification checked off so you don't miss that. I want to thank everyone for participating in the month of February Matters of the Heart. I am quite happy with the way that it all turned out in terms of the topics and the guests that we had. I think we really sort of honed in on checking in with ourselves, to know what our personal truth is and where our personal power lies. And I think we really accentuated the point of joy, blessings, gratitude, lifting the vibration, increasing our overall positivity, are key components to being able to navigate ourselves to the spot of feeling much happier in an overall sort of context. And I hope that you found it helpful. I hope that you found the topics insightful, informative. All right, there we go. So we'll pull some oracle cards from the Light Seers Oracle if we need it. So the first card that we have out is the shovel. So the deepest part that needs to come to sort of light, right? So the deepest thing that we have that we need to sort of like really focus in on, right? How funny is that I said focus? Wizard of the Woods and focus. So what we need to bring to light is focus, right? Zoning in. Checking in. What is it? Now, for a lot of us, what is it is a really loaded question, and it can be difficult. But if you journal, for example, and you notice over the course of like the last couple of weeks that you have been writing the same kind of things, or if you notice that you have a pattern, like you're getting tired, at 3 o'clock every day, you can sort of help to sort of pull your focus to a particular area, right? Card number 2, the hoe, which is something that requires turning over and thinking about. Interesting card. We have the corn, which is ritual. So to me, ritual is like, it's something that you do as part of your daily, weekly, monthly, hourly routine, right? Or yearly routine. This is something that you do always. It's always the same. Something that brings you joy, something that brings you happiness, something that sort of makes you feel sort of yourself again. So if there's something that you have been sort of putting off, so let's say, for example, that you used to go to the gym twice a week, and for whatever reason you've stopped going, maybe revisit that. Now, of course, if finances are an issue, you don't have to go to the gym. You could go for a walk. You could do some, a fitness routine at home. It's that kind of thing. But like the ritual, the routine of something really helps to keep your mind clear. It helps to sort of make your day make sense. It helps to bring balance to a situation and to our overall well-being, right? It's something that you can count on, right? The third card represents the pest control, which is a possible sort of avenue to get rid of an issue or sort of overcome an obstacle. And we have risk, which is from the joy guides. So sometimes we have a tendency to talk ourselves out of something, right? We don't like to try things that are new. Human beings don't often care for change. It is something that we shy away from. So sometimes we need motivation or inspiration to want to sort of color outside of the lines or think outside of the box or push ourselves in a direction that feels unknown, right? Taking a risk, as long as it's a safe risk, taking a risk to do something that you want to do, that you've always wanted to try, that you've been thinking about. There are lots of ways to sort of achieve this, right? So say, for example, you want to pursue jumping out of an airplane, parachuting out of a plane. It doesn't mean that you have to book a flight and literally jump out of an airplane. It means that you could do some research. You could join an online forum. You could watch some videos on YouTube. You could find one of those sort of like simulation places that where you could go, where it's like a safe environment, right? Like you could do some research, so you're feeling more comfortable with the green light of the risk, if that makes sense. Okay, so card number 4 is the gloves. How can you protect yourself? We have this gorgeous stone of blue tiger's eye. On the backside of the card, it says, calm mental chatter and clear confusion. Take steps to gain a new perspective on life. Increase your emotional balance. Beautiful. On the front side of the card, it says, it is easy for me to see beyond the obvious. I am focused on my own sacred path. So this blue tiger's eye is going to help us to feel protected, because we have calmed down the what ifs, sort of, the woulda, shoulda, coulda, or the sort of adult chess game, as I call it, where we're trying to like outmaneuver ourselves, where we've thought of all kinds of reasons and all kinds of scenarios where things might go wrong, right? This blue tiger's eye can help us to calm that sort of noise down and allow us to see the situation for what it is, allow us to be able to focus, building ourselves up in maybe in a daily routine or something of that nature, where we are able to really sort things out. Perhaps this is like, getting back to journaling. Maybe you used to journal and you've sort of stepped away from that. Perhaps that's what that is. Journaling is so helpful to release emotions. The last card we have is the fertilizer. So how we can improve the situation. And we have stretch. Beautiful image on this card, stretch. May you extend your reach. So this is allowing yourself to grow, really, right? Focusing in on what you want, making your daily routine, your ritual, lead you on a path of understanding and refocusing, and I'm trying to think of a word that escapes me at the moment. Come on, Spirit, help me out. Really sort of, excuse me, really sort of honing in on what may be holding you back, right? if you go through this ritual, this daily exercise. Excuse me, the risk. Well, the risk is allowing yourself to stretch, going out there. Let's see what Spirit has to say through the tarot cards. We'll pull some cards. So I love this, right? This is just about, allowing yourself to extend your reach. Really is exactly what that last card says. Stretching yourself, allowing yourself to stretch your reach. So let's say, for example, that you go for a walk every single day. So maybe reverse the walk, maybe go a different route, maybe go a different path. You never know what you might run into, what you might see, the joy that you can bring yourself just by a little change. So you're still sticking to your daily routine and you're still very focused on it. Maybe it's taking you out of your safety zone or your sort of personal comfort. And as long as you are safe to do that, it's okay to mix that up a little bit, right? Helps to clear the mind, because it is showing you and allowing you to see for yourself that it's okay. A little change every once in a while is a good thing. And then you feel like you've really accomplished something because you've tried, right? You've dipped your toe in the water, as they say. All right, Spirit, do we have anything to add to this message? Okay, we've got the Death card coming out, and we've got the Ace of Swords coming out, which is lovely. Let's see if there's another card. Okay. And we have the Two of Cups, beautiful. And we've got the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck, outstanding. So the death and rebirth, this is a ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, a transformation. This is really like the beginning sort of stages. So you've come through something. Let's say you're working through a challenge, right? Like me, leaving the house, right? So I'm doing that show, the One Step at a Time, where I try to leave the house and I bring you all with me on my lives because I need the support. Also because I hope that it will motivate or inspire someone else if they're needing the support to tackle an obstacle or a challenge, right? Because I believe that we're stronger together. So I'm working through that. So that's my death and rebirth card. That's the end of my cycle because I'm doing something to change it, right? We have the Ace of Swords. This is your aha moment, your new ideas, your new adventures, new beginnings, right? And then we have the Two of Cups. This is harmony. This is blending of energy. This is partnerships, and it's sort of, to becoming one in terms of the stronger together kind of aspect, if that makes sense, right? You're aligning things. You're bringing things together, right? Working together. At the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck, as I said, and this is about using your resources. This is about communication. This is about speaking your truth. This is about being logical and being strategic. This is about being analytical. So we have the focus, right? We've got past the death and rebirth. We're focused on this like ending of a cycle, right? The ritual perhaps is bringing in some of this King of Swords attitude, right? The logical, the analytical, the planning of it all, right? The risk with the Ace of Swords, the new ideas, the new beginnings, the new sort of perspective, the new understanding, right? The blue tiger's eye, which is clearing the mind. This is your Two of Cups. So you're clearing that out and you're bringing yourself back to where you need to be, where you can think clearly and make good choices and good decisions, right? Where the path makes sense again. Stretch, may you extend beyond your reach, or extend your reach, I should say. That is the whole reading together, extending your reach. Outstanding reading for the week. I do hope you enjoyed it. Have yourself a fabulous week. And until we see each other again, I wish you many, many blessings. Mwah. Bye for now.